It is astonishing to see how everything gets messed up when you bring ego into the equation. Now, I'm referring to this from the point of view of the gym. And I remember reading this lovely quote on one of the people I adore, that I worship. His name is Dorian Yates. He is a six-time Mr. Olympia. He was also known as the Shadow. In one of his videos, his training videos, which is known as Blood and Guts, he talks about leave your ego at the door. Now, Dorian Yates runs a gym where the entrance of the gym, it says, leave your ego at the door. And he goes about explaining how ego in fact messes up your form when it comes to fitness. And this is something that I notice regularly when I work out at the gym. There are so many who are just starting to work out and they decide to start using the heaviest weight on the dumbbell rack. What do you think is going to be the consequence in that case? Their form is compromised, and of course, there is a high chance that they'll incur injury. Now, I say this because I'm no person who has never done this before. I used to work out at home and I had a whole mini gym set up at home. I had a 7-foot bar, plates, etc. All this I had at home. And I remember at once when I was looking up these YouTube videos where I see these guys who are very experienced. And by the way, I didn't bother to check if these guys are experienced or not. And I didn't even know the effort that they had put in order to become so awesome as they are, what you see on those videos. So I see one of these guys who was lifting about 100 kilos or something. So I put up 100 kilos on the plate. I was able to lift it effortlessly. And this is a deadlift where you need to keep your form really right. Otherwise, it really messes up your back and everything else. So I was able to lift 100. Yes, could do it. Then put on some more plates and I said, yes, I'm going to lift 120. And what happened afterwards was very unpleasant because the consequences of that I had to suffer for 2 freaking years. Now, when I did that attempt to lift 120, I saw that I could not, when I was putting down the weight at least, I experienced a severe pain in my lower back. And that pain was so bad that I just collapsed on the ground and I'm crawling in trying to pull myself up because the pain was unbearable. Now later when I did some research and I consulted a doctor, he tells me that I have something called as a sciatica pain. This is when your vertebrae is pushing against a nerve causing severe pain. This nerve is something that runs through the back of your left thigh, and this is where the pain is actually causing from. In other words, my vertebrae is injured. It's curving a little and it's touching a nerve, and that's causing that pain. Now, why did all this shit happen? Because I, like an idiot, decided to lift something which my body could not handle, and I'm suffering the consequence. Now, what is the reason for me to do all these things? Ego. I see legends like Eddie Hall or Larry Wheels on YouTube. They are lifting 200, 300 kilos. And the first thing my brain says, yeah, even you could do that. And I did try to come close to it. At least I tried to come to 120. The consequences were not pleasant. If you want to improve yourself in fitness or anything else, leave your ego at the door. If you're a person who's learning to paint and you're looking at these YouTube artists who are masters at their craft, do not think they achieved that by doing it overnight. They did that due to years of practice and years of training. And that's how they were able to be so good at what you see them excel at. So leave your ego at the door, especially when it comes to working out. Don't bring that attitude into the gym. Don't bring aggression into the gym. You will almost always end up compromising on form, and there's a high chance that you will incur an injury. So anyway, folks, thank you for listening to me. Do like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching Professor Fitt. See you guys. Have a nice day. Bye.